Hey guys, what's up? Cobra Axes and Allies here, presenting to you part 2 of my painted neutral army review. This one's pretty good. In South America, a lot of the nations retained a pretty good army after their liberation from their European colonial empires. So I hope you enjoy this one. First up, we have the Mexican army, and in Global 36 they start as a neutral, not an American province for some reason, as in Global 40 does. Yeah, you just saw their infantry, cavalry, pretty simple camouflage, a lot of green camouflage in South America because of the jungle environment. Here's their airplane, or fighter. Pretty simple camo, just gray. Same with their destroyer. They had a really small Navy and Air Force, but it is in the initial setup. Yeah, and you can see here, just a small army, but, you know, a nice little defense force in case anyone decides to attack them. Here is Latin America, just a pretty standard infantry piece with the roundel painted on the bottom. This is Peru, I think. Yeah, Peru, and just, you know, tan camouflage. This is the Peruvian destroyer. They actually had quite a big flotilla of these back in the day. So, yeah, good little thing to keep them safe from any amphibious assaults. This is Venezuela. Infantry and a militia, just there to defend the oil fields from any Axis power trying to take them out. I'm pretty sure this is Bolivia, and the next one is Colombia. Just militias, just swapped out some different green colors. They kind of didn't have a huge standing army at the time to pull images from. Here is Brazil. They actually had quite a big army of a couple infantry, militia. Here is their navy, torpedo boat destroyer, and a transport ship, along with a coastal battleship. Now, historical board gaming says that these have a attack of 3 and a defense of 2. I think that I may have them attack at a 4 or 5 and defend at a 3, just because they did represent either battleships or older World War I battleships in smaller formations, so they still did have a good amount of strength. I don't think that they should attack at a cruiser, but 2 hits to destroy them might be just a little too powerful for what these are trying to represent. But yeah, new piece for version 3. So here you can see the Brazilian army. Pretty good force, and especially since it's a pro-ally, it's a pretty good strategy to take that transport and bring its standing army of infantry to Africa or Europe. Here's Chile, and they had a them and Argentina based their whole military style off of the Prussian and German military. So that's why you kind of see those German-esque uniforms and some of their ship camouflage, as you can see here. Another one of those coastal battleships and a torpedo boat destroyer. Another little small one of the ABC countries down in South America. Finally, this is Argentina, and here's a few of their infantry. I actually gave them a good amount of extra units just in case you wanted to play with Fall of the Reich expansion, or you wanted Argentina as like a kind of like a minor Axis power, because I feel like they do make an okay amount of money. They start with a pretty good standing army too, so it'd be kind of cool to align them with like the diplomacy expansion, and, you know, build some tanks, get some transports, you know, get an army going. And here you can see their medium tank and light tank. Just a couple of extra pieces I had left over, along with their fighter for their standing Air Force. Yeah, I do like this camouflage. Color scheme. It's one of my favorites in South America. But cruiser and a torpedo boat destroyer, just a small navy, and here is the Argentine military in its full extent. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the my look at my neutral painted South American countries, and hope to see you in the final one, which is Europe.